Welcome, everyone. This is your 15-minute Yoga for Recovery class. Let's get down onto our mat so we can unwind, reset, and reward our body. We'll begin in cobbler's pose or butterfly pose, simply drawing our hands towards our feet, knees nice and wide, chest sinking between your legs as you breathe in and out. Then you'll extend your right arm over your ear for a nice side body stretch, and then do it on the other side. Now begin to sit up nice and tall with your ankles crossed. Taking your hands behind you, clasp them together, lift your heart, and then bow forward, lifting your knuckles off of your spine. Once you come up, you're going to lace your fingers and flip your palms forward and then lift them high up to the ceiling, taking a nice breath in before shifting into cactus arms, breathing out. You'll then make your way here on your tailbone as you begin to shift your shins side to side, windshield wipers. Then make your way back onto your hands and knees here for cat and cow. 3 rounds of lifting your chest on the breath in and rounding your spine on the breath out. You want to take your gaze as far up and then as far back towards the end of your mat once you round your spine. From here, we're going to thread our needle, bringing the right shoulder and arm to your mat as your left hand presses towards the top of your mat. Take a nice inhale and an exhale before shifting the left arm up and then doing the same thing, threading your needle, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. As you're breathing in and out here, remember that these simple movements are designed to bring back good energy into your body, especially if you're feeling depleted. So here we are once again on our hands and knees and going right into hip circles, 5 times on the right, and then again 5 times on the left. From here, you're going to begin to step your right foot forward, going into a nice low lunge, and then a nice side stretch before an opening twist. Once your palms come back to your mat here, we're in our bound lizard pose. You're just taking your right hand back to grab your left foot. If it feels too intense here, you can always let go of your foot and just press your palms deep onto your right thigh. Take a nice long inhale, followed by an exhale before we shift into our simple side angle pose where we'll begin to do some shoulder circles here with your left arm. Remember to breathe in and out and then shift weight into your shins and take your palms to support your low back here for camel pose. You're lifting your sternum towards the ceiling and pushing your hips forward. We're then taking this energy back to the end of our mat so that we start off with the left knee forward, side stretch into our opening twist, and then again, bound lizard pose. As your left arm reaches back for your right ankle or your toes, remember to shift your pelvis forward an inch or two to deepen the stretch. If it allows for it, you breathe through it. Coming right here into our extended side angle, where we'll then circle out our right arm, opening up our side body as well as our left hip. Once you're done your third circle, you're going to bring your hands towards your hips again, supportive, so that you're able to shift deeply into your camel pose. Take a moment, breathe, and then set yourself right back up, where we'll press our palms to the top of our mat, and we're going to start to now move into bird dog. The right foot extends back, left arm lifts up, a nice gentle twist before reaching for your foot and going right into your kneeling revolve twist. We're going to do this on both sides. So now here, the left foot extends back, right arm extends up on that breath in before reaching back for your foot, lifting your heart forward and kicking into your palm. As your hand and knee meet right back into your mat, take a moment and shift your knees wide and your bottom back to your heels for child's pose, and then shift forward into a rocking up dog motion. This variation allows for your hips to open, shoulders to roll back, gaze can be straight ahead or up towards the ceiling depending on how it feels in your body. Once completing, you're going to take your time and thread the needle, right arm down first, before shifting and switching for the left arm to slide to your mat, right arm to walk towards the top of your mat. Now it's time to shift into downward facing dog. As you spread your fingers wide on your mat and put your weight back into your heels, begin to bend one knee at a time. As you pedal out your feet, pay attention to the deep stretch that's occurring to the backs of your legs. From here, shift forward into your tabletop position and then take your right knee to the outside of your left calf and then lift your left arm and enjoy that opening and twist. We'll do the other side and then extend your right arm up, breathing in and out as you take that twist. From here, you're slowly bringing that right foot forward into a low lunge and rocking back and forth a total of 3 times. Once you've done this, you're going to enjoy half splits and then just extend your right arm up. Big inhale, nice soothing exhale, and then slowly here shift to the other side. Left foot to the outside of your left palm, and then you'll begin to straighten and bend into your left leg. This rocking motion is opening up your hips, your psoas muscle, as well as the front of the right thigh. For half splits, try to focus on lifting your gaze towards your top hand and then breathing in and out before placing your palm and your knees back to your mat. Here you are in downward facing dog and then into three-legged dog where you'll do 3 hip circles here. As you then gaze forward, you're going to take your right foot forward for runner's twist. As your foot lands, begin to extend your right arm up, taking a nice long breath in and out, and then shift into extended side angle. As you adjust your back foot, you're going to take your time, gazing up to your top hand, and then shifting into your warrior two. We're going to lift and lower here, straightening our legs as well as our arms a total of 3 times, lowering and lifting. Once you are completed this, you're going to bring your palms to your mat, step back to high plank, down dog, and start again. Left leg lifts, hip circles here, 3 big circles to get into your hip before stepping your left foot forward gently and moving into your runner's twist. Left arm extends up, gaze lifts as well. Once your hand comes to your mat, shift your weight into your left and right foot before going into warrior two to lift and lower a total of 3 times. Once your hands come back to your mat for high plank, breathe in, out, and then drop your knees and shift into puppy pose, or some will refer to it as heart pose. Your chest is lowering, your hips are above your knees, and then we are right back here into downward facing dog. Once your right leg lifts up nice and high, you're going to step it forward into your high lunge where you're moving into warrior one. So square your hips, have your back foot on an angle. As you take cactus arms, you will straighten your right leg and then extend your arms up as you bend into your front knee. You're doing this again a total of 3 times before shifting into your warrior two and then sky archer. Right arm, pull it back, feel that nice generous stretch along the side body, and then settle into triangle pose. As you are here, take a moment to breathe in and out, and then shift your weight into your feet for your nice goddess pose, where we'll start to drop one shoulder at a time, applying ample pressure to the insides of our knees so that we can get deeper into our hips. Once you're done, your hands cartwheel to the back of your mat, and you're here briefly in down dog, and then taking 3-legged dog, left leg up, step it forward into your warrior one, squaring your hips, back heel flat, gaze up, and then cactus arms as you straighten your left leg. As you do this a total of 3 times, remember to keep your back foot on an angle so that your toes and your knee are in the same direction before shifting into your warrior two, and again to enjoy sky archer, reaching back, pulling on your wrist gently before taking your time to ease into triangle pose. Long lines in the body, good energy flowing, and then right here back into your goddess pose. Fingers will now lace, flipped palms towards the ceiling, nice opening across the chest and into the shoulders before forward folding. Enjoy this twist here, starting with a big inhale to extend your arm up and then switching to the other side. Once we are done, this nice forward fold, you're going to then take your hands towards your blocks. If you don't have blocks, it's okay to use a blanket. Any modification is welcomed here in your pyramid pose. Just remember to keep your back heel as grounded to your mat as possible. Let your spine stay nice and straight. If you want to deepen this posture, you can begin to lower your chest towards your front leg, taking your gaze to the end of your mat. Now, as you move into down dog here, if it feels great for your hands to stay on your blocks, please use them. If not, hands to your mat, and then your feet are going to start to widen so that you can take this open twist. Right hand to your left ankle, and then left hand towards your right. Once your hands move back to the top of your mat, keep your feet nice and wide as you prepare to go into fallen triangle, starting with that right foot stepping out first, and then switching to the other side. Once your knees come back to your mat for child's pose, we're going to get into your shoulders once again. Press your palms together, keep your elbows on the mat, and you're just simply moving your thumb to the back of your neck and then forward. As your hands press into one another, take heed to the stretch that's occurring in your triceps, biceps, and upper back. Perfect opportunity to shift weight into our feet. Keep those forearms down for dolphin pose. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to drop the knees and just take a nice comfortable breath in and out before we transition to our next posture, which will be three-legged dog. Your right foot will now step forward and you're shifting into high lunge. As your arms extend up, breathe in and then open those arms and bend your back leg. We are doing this action a total of 3 times. Think of the opening with the breath. Think of the deepening with the exhale. Once your hands come back to your mat, you're shifting here, right leg back up for your three-legged dog and comfortably into half pigeon. Set this posture up in a way in where you will feel the external rotation in your front hip and the internal rotation in your back leg. If it feels right for you, slide your right heel more forward towards the top of your mat to deepen this posture. And now we're going right into our seated twist. So take your left heel to the outside of your right knee. You're opening up your chest, breathing in and out, and then shifting into a closed seated twist because your arm is to the outside of your front leg. You can transition to a three-legged dog here by extending the left leg up, taking a nice long breath in before stepping forward into your high lunge. Arms extend up in line with your ears. Open twist as the right knee softly bends, and we're going to come right back up. You're doing this a total of 3 times, just like you did with the right side. As your hands come back towards your mat here, folks, press down rooting and then step back and lift the left heel to shift forward into your half pigeon. And remember, if you feel any discomfort here, you can always place a blanket underneath your right knee or even a yoga block underneath your left hip. Take a moment to just breathe in calmly. Let tension or any strain come out of your body with your next breath out. Coming into your seated twist again, right heel to the outside of the left knee. And then we'll take a closed twist as we hook the left arm to the outside of our right knee and look over our shoulder. Seated forward fold, legs nice and straight, arms reaching forward towards your ankles, your shins, or your feet in general. Let your chest pressed over your thighs, and then take your time. Right heel to the inside of your left straight leg, bowing towards your shin, spine as straight as you can get it. You're then lifting up for this variation of wild thing, right hand to the mat, left arm circling, pelvis lifting towards the ceiling. Breathe in and out before coming back to your seated position to take a twist with the right knee bent, looking all the way over the right shoulder if it allows and feels comfortable for you. We're switching to the other side. I love a good cross hand grip, but whatever feels comfortable for you and enables you to bring your chest closely to your right leg. Now, as your hand roots to your mat, try to move your hips forward and up as you circle your arm. Allow your gaze to travel with your hand. Seated twist. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Gaze is either down or back towards your hand. Now, here you are coming back down onto your mat. Right leg extends up. Feel free to keep the left knee bent so that you can transition easily into your reclined half pigeon. Back of your neck flat on your mat, shoulders down as well. Switching it out, left heel extends up. Feel free to even roll your ankle out before transitioning here back into your reclined half pigeon stretch with your hands bound over your right knee. Breathe nice and deep. And then we're going to get into our supine twist. Left leg straight, right knee, pull it in nice and tight and take it across your body. Again, you will move based off of what you need and feel you need in this posture. So make any adjustments that allow for your shoulders to be more at rest on your mat and enjoy the rest and digest response that this posture provides to your nervous system. Pulling your knees in now gradually and shifting into happy baby allows for your low back to decompress into your spine, stretches out the hips as well as your hamstrings. Final resting posture here. Butterfly pose, knees nice and wide, feet to touch, one hand to heart, other to low belly. You can lie here as long as you need, but remember to just breathe in calmly. Allow your exhales to wash over you. Closing this class, you'll then come up to a seated position with your ankles crossed. Reach up nice and high, taking a nice deep breath in and out before bringing your palms back to rest on your knees. I hope you've enjoyed this class.